Hello, hello. All praise the Omnissiah indeed. Hey, WestDX, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Let me just reset chat, which I forgot to do earlier. It should be over here. Hope you're doing well. I am excited to play some more Mechanicus. As I say every week when I start streaming this game, loving it. Just really liking the atmosphere, how true to the lore it seems to be. It really gets that whole feeling of Warhammer 40,000, I think is very good. Hey Tachyon, were you speaking in binary there? Alright, let's just have a quick recap on where we are. I have too much blood in your caffeine system. Yeah, I've got that feeling for sure. I drank a lot of coffee today. So last time we got our hands on a few things. One of them is the Skitarii Vanguard level 1, hey Miraz, which has a ranged attack, which means we can start doing some interesting things with our troops. We obviously have Mishaps who's set up for close combat. We've got Toasted Waffles who's set up as a support character. We've got Crash Test who's set up to just murder things with guns. And we also have Scorpion 86 who is turning into our heal bot. In terms of missions, there's a few things we could do today. But a few people have told me that the boss missions aren't actually that hard. So we may try and take on Agrelek and see how we do and get our hands on Skitarii Ranger Alpha level 2s. But let's have a look at what else is available first of all. I want to kind of get moving with the stream. So we've got Grave Goods, which we've seen before. That gets us some stuff I'm not really that interested in. There's now also Lock and Key, which gets us the Plasma Culverin, which I think would be a huge upgrade for Crash Test. It deals 6 to 8 energy damage in a line. How much do I trust chat? That's a good question. If you'd asked me that maybe a year ago, I'd say I totally trust chat. I think I've been... no, I trust chat a lot, actually, because I rely on them so much for Terra Invicta. So yeah, I trust chat. But Plasma Culverin, I think, is a great upgrade for Crash Test. What else have we got? The Flesh Harvest here will get us a Centerite Patterned Volkite Blaster, which is very similar. Telling you the boss is going to be easy. Right, I get you. I'm going to try it. This is another option for Crash Test, in that it does the same amount of damage, but it's a chained attack. Also house movement. It's an interesting choice. Here we've got an additional slot for mission deployment off Kepra, and we get the level 2 Skitarii Vanguard Alphas. It's pretty good. This one just gets us noise reductors. I'm not that excited by it. Again, if we fight Agrelek, we'll get the Skitarii Ranger level 2. And then obviously there is the mission on the ship with the easy tech priests, which we found out last time were awful. I'm thinking we go and grab the additional slot for mission deployment, and then we go and try and take on Agrelek. Now, this mission has some new enemies on it that I am not aware of how to beat. We've got Cryptex, we've got the Triarch Praetorian. I have no idea what either of these things do. And then we have Conneptic Anchorthites, and we have Necron Warriors. So there's going to be some new stuff here. It's going to be different. But let's jump in. We're obviously going to take all 4 of our tech priests, and I think we take along a Skitarii Vanguard. We take a Rust Stalker, and I would like to take the Infiltrator because they do have that on-target ability. Do you want hits as to hints? No, a Crash Test. I don't want hints. We'll get them introduced, and we'll see my reaction to them when they show up. I could either take a Sicarian Infiltrator, who I need to, if I do take them, I need to use them to try and block enemies from moving, or we grab one of the Skitarii Vanguard. For this, I want to... Never mind, we'll take a Servitor. I don't have enough Blackstone. So we're taking a Rust Stalker, we're taking a Vanguard, and we're taking a Servitor. Now, in terms of Canticles, we're currently running heal 15 HP, gain 6 cog points, gain 3 cog points. Let's do this something better than 3 cog points. Plus 10 movement, 4 armor, 9 energy, 9 cog points. There we go. So we're running 6 cog points, 9 cog points. That seems pretty good. Let's go. Also, welcome to the stream, Crash Test. I'm going to say welcome. The Mechanicus staff of the Casus Metallicum have asked my assistance, Magos. With my forces already stretched thin, I cannot spare any manpower. Do you believe my tech priests have such spare time and resources in abundance? The staff were insistent. Hey Toasted Waffles, welcome to the stream. One in particular, a Ferrosurgeon Caligulax, a Skitarii unit carrying several of her experimental bionics, have been lost in the tomb of Melob. May have to leave temporarily to make lunch. Lunch is important, Crash Test, don't skip it. They demand their experiments be recovered. But okay, here's the deal, Crash. If you do leave the stream to make lunch, you have to tell us what you're having for lunch when you come back, unless you don't want to share. But I'd like to know what you're having for lunch. It's concerning that the Mechanicus staff are in the habit of using our Skitarii unit for bionic experiments without consulting the Magos in command. Still, that does not mean the request is without merit. Hey, Korosum Okazum. It is a great game. I am loving the hell out of it. It's my first time playing through it. Especially these new bionics can be used to improve the combat effectiveness of our troops. If you're new to the stream, we get the stream to pick our options for us as we go through the maze, so that could end up interestingly. I have the approximate last location of the Guitar unit. Given the length of time they've been out of contact, it is very likely that they are dead. Yes, definitely the best representation I've ever seen of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Although I have to say, I think the Cyphers Kane novels also do a very good job of stereotyping the Adeptus Mechanicus. My new revolts return sadness at this prospect, but something can at least be gained by their sacrifice. The bionics will have been given a thorough field test. So you're going to get them back? Whatever killed that unit will still be down here. In games, yes. Quite apart from the use we might make of the data, it is not the way of the cult mechanics to seek knowledge through all means, even war. Hey GPVR, oh, it's Scorpion86. You are my medic. You are now GPVR86. Shall we rename you? I think we should. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Megos, and I'm grateful. The Sphero Surgeon Cadex did not strike me as someone I should disappoint, although Pascal and Rogue Trader is up there. I haven't played... I've got Rogue Trader. It's in my TBG, my 2B game, my TBP to be played. I'm tossing up whether I want to make a series out of it or not. I'm not sure about a long form RPG as something to play on stream or in my video. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Okay, so we need to get to here. Let's have a look at the route. We could go this way to a room with an event, then a glyph, then an event, and then here. Or we could go event, glyph. Yeah, I think we're just going to... I don't really want to go around this way. People have been telling me to do these missions to get extra Blackstone, and honestly, we do need the extra Blackstone. So I think we're going to go here, then here, then here, and depending on the state of us at that point, we'll decide we're going to go here or not. I've got the first DLC, I think. No, I've got the DLC. I picked it up in a sale. I just still haven't played the game. I've played the intro 8 times, but I keep remaking my starting character, and then I'm like, oh, do I want to record this? And then, yeah. In the chamber ahead is the bizarre sight of a Skitarii trooper suspended from the ceiling, displayed like a trophy to warn off those who might be following the lost unit. The Necrons must know the cohort is coming, and are either trying to scare them off, or lead them down a false trail. Do we forsake, seek another path? The corpse is a trap. Do we follow? Follow the pathway indicated by the suspended corpse, or do we find out? Check the corpse for clues as to what it means. So the first option, because it's early in the stream, I don't think many people are here, be the first one that gets 3 votes. So 1 for forsake, 2 for follow, 3 for find out. That's the option we're going to pick. We've got 1 vote for find out so far from Tachyon. So we get a couple more votes in. So another vote from GPVR86. I want to say GPDR because of my old job. But GPDR86 has voted for 3. It looks like those are the only votes we're getting. Citizen George, welcome to the streams, coming in with a follow, so I'll keep the vote open. I want to make sure everyone gets a chance. The stream latency, by the way, should be sorted. I'm really excited for Mechanicus 2. I've been checking out the Steam page for it. I've added it to my wish list. I'd like to do a release stream for it when it comes out. Still need another vote or 2. I'm going to leave it open for another couple seconds. By the time I've drunk my water, we haven't got any votes, we're going for find out. Alright, we're going for find out. Oh, lunches at Chaos Ruse. Contact your local Imperial Security officer if you hear your fellow factory workers talking about it. Too late. One of the cohort spots the bundle of crystalline explosives implanted in the corpse chest cavity. At the cohort's approach, the crystals detonate, showering the troops with razor-like shards. Having stumbled into this booby trap, the cohort has not only suffered injuries, but have clearly signaled the location to the Necrons. Of course, it's mishaps. It takes 4 damage, but we've taken 4 damage, and the wake level has gone up by 2. Let's continue onwards. That wasn't the greatest start. Okay, we're at Necron level 1, and we have a glyph. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond just filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within. So, we have a green T with an O in it, and we have a spade. Green is usually good, in inverted commas, so unless someone jumps in the next couple seconds, I'm going to pick the green T as the option. I'll just give it a second to run. It doesn't look like anyone is going to pop in. Green, green? Okay, we're going double green. I got us 48 Blackstone. Fantastic. That's what we're here for. Okay, we're going to move on to here. Didn't give us a heal, sadly, Hayden, but thank you. Welcome. Oh, and welcome Codeine Coxey and Hayden Edwards. Thanks for joining the stream. It might be one of the most the experimental augmatics we're looking for, but what is it doing lying here? A single bionic lies on the floor of this chamber. It's still bloody connection points, suggesting it was very recently torn out. Do we donate, take the bionic, and temporarily implant it in one of the cohort to check its functionality? Do we discard the bionic? do not take the bionic. There is no telling what strange data infection may have caused it to be thrown away in the first place. Or do we diagnose it? Take the bionic and use a data probe to carefully check it for infections. So 1 for donate in chat, 2 for discard in chat, 3 for diagnose in chat. Whichever one gets 3 votes first is the one we're going to pick. We've already got 3. Well, there we go. Hey Matthew, good day to you too. Or good night, I should say, seeing as it's past 11 p.m. That's 3 votes for diagnose right off the bat. YOLO 1 on Kurasume. You know what, Kurasume? Is it Kurusame or Kurasame? Usually chat would pick number 1. I'm surprised that they're actually going for the safer option. It's probably because Tavian and T-Rem aren't here yet. Can the Necrons infect our bionics now? Wonderful. We've got 3 cognition points. The bionic proves to be the host of a rapidly replicating data virus that must have caused it to be discarded in the first place. Though it appears to be one of the advanced medics that this device is destroyed to prevent it spread further. All you've missed so far, Crash Test, is a corpse blew up in Mishaps' face and did 4 damage to them. Oh, thank you very much for the sub, Coding Coxie. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Okay, I'm going to take on the fight with the Necrons. I think I want to try and get the extra Blackstone. We'll try out the Vanguard as well. Alright, let's go. Okay, now there's going to be new enemies, 2 new enemies here that I don't know. This is like a wizard. Wonder Protocol. Most fascinating. Appears Crypto of Necron are engine seers of Adeptus Mechanicus. They embody the repair defense support for other units. Most similar. Almost disturbingly so. In that we can find common ground. Shock. This is a first. There's a verse.
Hey Kurusame. Thanks for hitting that follow button.
Thank you very much for the follow, Kurusame. There's a verse in Know Thy Enemy to Know Thyself, where Scripture Brother Magos Tech Auxilium Prime noted, in each society, there is a classification that is mirrored in another society. It didn't really make sense before. Must start recording. Recording started. This moment with Videx's agreement. Yes, very little mirrors between Mechanicus and Imperium, so I couldn't find the parallels before. I didn't expect to find them in a Xenos race. Yes, all good, but what is this creature? Designation Cryptech. Only sighted from afar. Unknown data. Okay, and there should be another new enemy on this map, because we've also... No. Yeah, because we've got Triarch Praetorians as well. Wait, I don't actually know who these guys are. We've not seen Triarch Praetorians before either, but the game... Oh, are they the flying guys? They're the flying guys. Okay, we have seen them before. They're the flying guys. Right, what have we got? We've got an energy shield here, an energy shield here, and an energy shield here. So it looks like we're either going to have to go around this way or go around this way. There's a bottleneck here and a bottleneck here. This also seems to be a raised area. Hey, Karthakuda, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I think I'm going to go around to the right because there's a console to the right. So we're going to jump in with... Let's put Crash Test here. We'll put Mishaps here, next to Scorpion, who needs to be renamed. And then we'll put Toasted behind. And I'm also going to bring in the Skitaria Vanguard as a gunner. We want to bring the Ruststock as we get in the first turn with the Praetorian. That's a very, very good point, Crash Test. We will get attacked by the Praetorian in the first turn. Yes, I'm going to bring the Ruststocker. We'll save the Vanguard for when we're a little bit more in combat. There are a lot of Necrons on this map. Alright, Crash Test is up first. We're going to start off by scanning... Can I actually move someone to get a shot on him? I can. Okay. We're going to scan him. Can I not scan him? Yeah, I can. So he's got 15 health and 4 energy resistance, which is actually really bad for Crash Test. That means he's not really worth shooting at with Crash, and I was going to blast him with everything this turn. There's no one else really for Crash Test to go for, though, and we did just activate them. So let's grab the cognition point from here. We're going to activate Cognitive Freedom. We're going to use the Energy Enhancer. We're going to move them here. And we're just going to hit him with the Voltaic Blaster. Even though it's not going to do that much damage because of his energy shield, it's still a shot. And then we're going to shoot the Blast Pistol as well, just to give it a charge. And we'll end their turn there. Okay. Mishaps is going to get into close combat on the first turn, and they don't trigger opportunity attacks, so we're going to run behind the guy. Then we want to probably just ask him a question. I'm sorry for making that terrible joke yet again. First things first, though, I'll grab a cog point. And then we're going to hit him very hard. Did you just laugh at my axe joke? Because I'm full of terrible jokes like that. I should have shot him before I got any close. No, I wouldn't have been able to shoot him. What else have we got? We've got the Omnispecs. I'm going to No, I'm not going to Omnispecs him. I'm not that scared of him. This is the guy I'm scared of right now. Okay, next up it's Scorpion. Scorpion doesn't have a melee weapon, but they can move to here. We need to do something about Scorpion's speed. They are very slow. And we'll use the Gamma Pistol, which ignores armor. Actually, the Gauss Gamma... How much damage does the Gauss Gamma do? 4 to 6, yeah. Well, not enough cog points for Gauss Gamma yet, but we'll grab a cog point from here. That gives us enough cog points to use the Gauss Gamma, so we'll finish this guy off with it. Axie questions, is it his bio? It is, in her bio. And then we will Gamma Pistol to finish him off. And that's him out of the combat order before he got to act. We've got Distant Prayers. I don't really want to use that. I've only got 1 cog point left. I do want to heal Mishaps, but I don't think we need to worry about. Is anything in range to grab a cog point from? No. Okay, I should have grabbed from this with that. It's all good. Alright. The other guys landing next to Crash Test, of course. But that's why we've got Toasted Waffles and the Stalker. Damn, that was a lot of damage. Okay. The Necron Warriors are kind of out of the fight right now. I'm not too worried about them. We'll get the Rush Stalker here. And we'll attack. For unknown damage. I should have actually delayed his turn so that I could give him the buff from Toasted Waffles first. I'm going to shoot him with the Arc Pistol. I don't really want to do that. No, we've got energy resistance on both of these characters. They won't take any damage, so we will shoot him with the Arc Pistol. Did 1 damage even though we had the energy resistance because it was a crit. Now, I could also shoot him with the Gauss Gamma. I've got nothing I can grab a cognition point from. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move in. So here doing 4 to 6 damage. I think the Rust Stalker does more than 4 to 6 damage. So I think I'm going to move you into close combat. But I'm going to order a command fire instead. Because I think that does more damage. And it also ignores armor, which I think is a better choice too. And then we're going to spend the... Oh no, we don't have condition points yet. I was going to heal Crash Test, but we can't do that yet. God, Crash... The cog point economy is tough. This shield just opened. I'm guessing it's going to come back on this turn. Okay. So Crash Test is up first. They will use their Infestus Mechadendrite to try and push this guy away. That frees them from melee. Then we'll shoot him with the Blast Pistol. And that kills him. Excellent. Perfect. That was just perfectly timed. I'm going to move them as far as they can move. With their little crawly legs. Okay. Mishaps is online. There's not really anyone for Mishaps to shoot right now, so I'm going to scan this. And that'll get me some Blackstone. And then I may as well shoot it, and we'll work on getting it to dismount. Hey, Mechanicus, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it a lot. And then we'll just get Mishaps to end their turn there. Oh, actually, yeah, they haven't got access to their Servo Skull. This guy's scrabbling around. He looks a bit like a crab to me. Now, we could run Scorpio to this and turn them into a Cognition Battery, which I actually quite like the sound of doing. What we'll do is we'll do a Distant Prayers on Mishaps, healing them 3. And then we'll run them down and we'll... Oh, I'm so stupid. I used the Cognition point that I needed to run to here to heal Mishaps. Well, that was really dumb of me. We'll finish off the console instead then. We'll just fire off the Gamma Pistol at it. And that still won't kill it either. Derp. I'm gonna get my head back into the cog point game. I'm tapping my forehead like you can see me tapping my forehead. And saying like, this is what we need to do. Was I in range of the scanner? I don't think I was in range of the scanner. No worries. The skulls are all on cooldown right now, Hayden. I've used them all last turn. Alright, we'll just kill this guy with the Rust Stalker. Is there a console over here? No. Now I could run the Stalker around this way. I think I will, and it can just take on some Necron Warriors on its own. When I moved, I was okay. Hey, Sujin Tofu. Good time of day to you as well. Alright, what I will do is I will move Waffles. Actually, Waffles can probably do it from here, right? Yeah. We'll pull the cognition point out with the scanner. And then we'll move Waffles to here. I don't want to spend cognition points on the move. And that will probably do for their turn right now. Whose birthday is it, Matthew? Oh, Demonicus, it's your birthday. This game is not my style, but I'll watch because it's your birthday. And you know, oh, happy birthday, Demonicus. Thank you for tuning in on your birthday. We are all here to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. I hope you've got something cool planned for later on. Alright, we're going to bring in a Skitarii Vanguard just to support the push. I want to try them out. They're going to get shot at straight away. No, that's fine. I'm quite happy for you to take damage because you can really tank it. Thank you, everybody, for wishing Demonicus a happy birthday. Everyone in chat, wish Demonicus a happy birthday, please. It is their birthday and they've joined the stream. So thank you all for doing so. I don't have a happy birthday redeem, but I'll give you a hello there.
Hello there.
There you go. Okay. Crash test. There's someone here you could murder. I think you just get you to blast it. I don't. If crash test block the corridor, I'll put the crash test here.
Thank
so
you, Karthikuta, for the tier 1 gift sub to Crash Test 089.
Thank you for the gifted sub, Karthikuta. You are the legend of gifted subs. You are just unbelievable. Thank you so much. I can't articulate how much I appreciate all of this support. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. And congratulations, Crash Test. Welcome to the. You've now got the first floor icon on Twitch. All right, Crash Test is in position over here. I don't want to do any more shooting this turn, so end their turn. That is. This is a one wide corridor. I really don't like running down it, but I'm pretty sure that Mishaps can deal with this guy very easily. We will, of course, grab a cognition point, and then we will hit him with the axe. That leaves him on basically no health. He will move, and Mishaps will get a free hit on him next turn, so he is dealt with. And we'll end the turn. What does this guy do? All he's done so far is walk backwards and forwards and done nothing else. I'm going to delay Scorp's turn for now. Thank you, everybody, for saying happy birthday. I really appreciate that as well. That was very kind of you, too. Alright, let's chop up this Necron Warrior. I really like the Rush Stalker. It's a very cool unit. That was a crit. That thing's dead because it has to move. We'll bring Toasted up. Again, there's not a lot for people to do right now while we're blocked in this corridor. I will just grab cognition points. And end the turn. Oh! Greg Levitt, you're in a blizzard. That's wild. It's wild that you're in a blizzard and I'm like sweating because it's so hot this time of night. But thank you very much for joining the stream. I hope everything's okay and you're not in any danger and everyone's safe. But yeah, stay safe in blizzards. Having spent a lot of time in Scotland, I know how scary they can be. And I appreciate you coming here and spending some time with us. I'm being so sincere today. I don't know why. I think I know why I'm being so sincere. I had to... At my job, I have to do presentations sometimes, and I did a big presentation today, and I think I've still got a little bit of that corporate like headspace running around in my brain right now. We're not going to deploy this over there. Free attack for Mishaps. That is the end of that robot. Building up the cog points too. Nice. Alright, I want to get someone here, but I don't want it to be Crash Test. Crash Test can't get past right now, so we're going to delay Crash Test turns. Now it is Mishaps. We'll get Mishaps to just grab his Machine Spirit stuff. And then I've got a feeling Crash can make it all the way to this guy in one move without needing to use a cog point. No, they will need to use a cog point, but we'll still trap them in melee. Alright, Karthikuta, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Have a great day at work. And I'll catch you later in the VOD. Typical Chicago weather, no issues in yesterday. The snow was lighter than yesterday. Last night was 3 inches of slush. I hate slush. I hate when slush freezes and you get that like crust that you can't break through sometimes. Or worse, you think the slush has frozen and you stand on it and it like squelches. I hate that. Might be a reason I moved from the UK to Australia. Alright, let's heal up. And then do we have a skull available? No. Okay. I'm going to... Not Omnispecs. I don't think we need to. The Omnispecs is really there for tanking bosses. Okay, what is this guy going to do? I'm guessing... No, I thought he was going to do something. He didn't. We're going to run Scorpion down to this thing. Except we don't have any cog points to do it. No. But we can use a servo skull to grab a cog point. That will then let us run to here. Which will grab us 3 cog points. So we traded 1 for 3. And then we will fire the free pistol at... Oh, he's done in range. Of course he's done in range. I don't want to use 2 either. Do I want to distant prayers anybody? Yes, we should distant prayers crash test. And get them repaired. Alright, and that'll be the end of Scorpion's turn. Free attack for Mishaps. That's another kill. That was in fact an instant crit kill. Mishaps just cleaving up. Your emergency energy is a nice mug of hot coffee. In those circumstances, I would normally go for a tea, but I'll accept a coffee. Okay, that was a nice crit. He's dead. Let's bring the Rustock around this way to help deal... we're going to try and... I'm going to put him here where he's out of line of sight. 80 degrees C and last day of winter. It is so warm here. We also have thunderstorms potentially tonight, so that is also something that could happen. It has been raining really hard all day, but it's like tropical rain, so it's really thick and muggy. Oh, the dog just woke up. You can hear her bark. I'm going to delay your turn until Crash Test gets around the corner. I think Crash Test is going to shoot this guy, if I'm being completely honest. We've got a shot from here. Just going to blast him. So we'll do a Cognition Freedom. We'll do an Energy Enhancer. And then we'll blast him with the Volkite Blaster. No idea how much damage that did, but let's find out with the... Oh, we're actually out of range on the Phosphor Blast Pistol. It doesn't happen very often. We'll grab this cog point then. And then I can step forward to here. And we can take the shot with the Blast Pistol. Okay, he's got 4 health left. We should be able to deal with him. Unfortunately, the Vanguard hasn't really been able to do anything this mission. Oh, he's fast though. I think the puppy just wants into the room. Let me just let her in. She's standing outside the door. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to let the puppy in. I'm not going to mute my mic. She wants me to let her out. I'm just going to put her to bed. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about this. I know the dog always interrupts. Alright, I'm back. I didn't realize the camera had like fallen off the side of the screen, leaving you with nothing to look at. Hey Mishaps, welcome to the stream. You have a gun friend. You have a gun friend who hasn't done anything, unfortunately. And yes, there is a weird Necron who has... Here's what they have done this mission. They've run to here, and 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 they've done nothing else. And Crash Test is about to shoot them in the face. And they're dead. And that's the end of the mission. That wasn't too bad. So I have no idea what that thing does, because it didn't do anything. You also had a dead Skitarii blow up in your face and do 4 damage to you, as we were going through the mission. Okay, we got 53 Blackstone, the Skitarii healed for 3, and we lost 4 Awakening, which this was well worth doing. That was hugely... I did not realize you could actually put down the Awakening. Also, I didn't realize there was a room we had to go through anyway over here. So that was just a win-win-win. Let's go this way. So I've got a feeling, from what they said, Crash Test, my theory is it repairs and buffs other Necrons. It just never got the opportunity to in that fight. That's what I think it does. Alright, we're just loading. Okay, so we've got the Tri-Praetorian Warrior and 2 Warriors, is that right? No, 2 Tri-Praetorians and another Cryptek, no Warriors. It also has an Orb of Resurrection. Are you serious? I know there is a warrior as well. I'm blind. Okay, we've got more energy gates. There's a console here. There's a triple over here. Okay, we don't want crash tests in the front row. Let's get mishaps here. We'll get toasted waffles here. And then I'm going to put crash test here and scorpion here, just so we're spread out a little bit for when the Praetorian arrives. We're also going to summon the Rust Stalker to deal with the Praetorians as well. I'm going to hold back on the Vanguard until we're actually in shooting range, since his movement speed isn't very high. Oh, there is a Fizzly Orb here. What does the Fizzly Orb do? I don't know. The game didn't tell me. It's just a Fizzly Orb. I think Crash Test is going to shoot somebody, is what's going to happen. And we're going to shoot the Praetorian that we can see here. I've got a shot at him from here. When did Toasted get 21 HP? At the end of the last stream, we buffed them. That came with the extra piece of body equipment we gave them. Let's scan this guy. Okay, he doesn't have anywhere near as much energy resistance as the last one did. So, Cognition Freedom. Crash Test is such a one-trick pony, but damn is it a good trick. Also, I just noticed there are turrets here. I don't like that. They were very well hidden. I only happened to notice them in the side. We will not be going near the turrets. I wonder if I need to kill them. I did what? I didn't catch how much damage it did, but he has 5 hit points left. Unfortunately, this will not be enough to kill him. But it does put him in a state where he is very low on health. And I'm just going to move Crash Test back to here, just so they're out of the way. Mishaps is back. I want to delay their turn. I thought maybe the Necrons could walk through the energy shields, but it looks like they can't. Here comes the Triarch. Looks like he's going to attack Scorpion. No, he's going to attack Toasted. Ouch. 3 damage. Okay, next up it's Scorpion. We'll get Scorpion to grab a cognition point from over here. 8 damage after armor. That's a good point. Yeah, that was a lot. Scorpion can't do a lot. We'll fire the Gamma Pistol. Can Scorpion kill him? 1 health. I could use 2 no, we'll use the Mechadendrite. We'll step in, and we'll use the Infestus Mechadendrite to kill him. And that's him. Oh, he absorbed the damage. Because he has armor. Derp. You know what? It's the Rust Stalker next. The Rust Stalker can finish him off. Who is taking the most damage? Crash Test is taking a little bit. Let's move over to Crash Test. And we will repair Crash Test. And then I don't have, unfortunately, I don't think I'm in range to use the... No. There's no... I'm not in close enough range. What is this? So let's end the turn. You can just come up and kill this guy. That'll also start stacking up your crit bonus. That's him down. Toasted is next. I'm going to get Toasted to... He has 1 energy resistance. This does 1 area damage, so he should be totally fine to zap this and not hurt the Rust Stalker. Yeah, didn't hurt it. Grab the completion point. Now we have this shield here, which means I can't get through this wall. But I can grab a cog point. We're going to bring the whole team around this way. And I'll just get Toasted in position for next turn. Hey, I was going to go. You missed. We did our first mission. It went pretty well.
Thank you for the 2 long months of subscribing, Kashmig08. It's my sub-anniversary.
Well,
2 months.
Thank you very much for subbing for 2 months, Kashmir Goat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It's wild that I have Twitch subs. I still can't believe it, but thank you. Welcome more. I need to do stuff for my Twitch subs. I need to add in... You know, all of you who subscribe on Twitch have access to, like, voice emotes and stuff. I think if you do ! commands, it'll tell you. But there's stuff like... this. Like, overconfidence is it used to be very popular.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Let's get Mishaps into action here. I think we're going to go and attack this guy in close combat. We'll shoot him from here with a blast pistol. So he's got tons of energy resistance. Let's run in and axe him. Is it working at all? Good, and yes, they will be very much missed.
Thank you for the 3 long months of subscribing,
oh my goodness, we're gonna hype trade now.
Subs for the sub god.
Thank you very much, ArcCA, for the subs as well. You're a
Hype
legend.
Train has entered the station and is at level 1.
I love my
Thank
really
you.
terrible voice note. Thank you for the hype train. That's my second ever hype train. Still don't know what it is, but I appreciate it very much. You've got me like, not even sure what to say right now. What is this thing? It's got 25 hit points, but I don't know what it is. Okay, this guy is on 10 hit points. Damn. He is bulky. More spawns? Wow, another Praetorian and a warrior just spawned. Right, it buffs their armor. Crap. Wayne Jr. did a fantastic job in Darkest Dungeon. His voice represents that game for me. Me too. It's all about that voice. Okay, we are
Holy
definitely...
shit, Cashmig 0 at is awesome. They just dropped 500 bits.
I love my voice bot. Thank you so much, Kashmir Goat. We are now at level 2 hype train. And I think you've just you're going to steal the hype train
The
icon.
hype train is going strong at level 2.
There we go. Thanks, bot. That's my my Mechanicus thing. I don't know. I can't. That's terrible. Let me ignore me. Let's just keep playing the video game, shall we? The voice bot is so terribly great, isn't it? It's because I'm not paying, so I could actually pay for a good voice on it, but I'm basically using Microsoft Sam, so it just has this really terrible, like 10 years out of date, awful voice. Right, we need to get moving. I want to bring everyone around this way. I need to kill this thing ASAP. I can shoot it with the big gun, which I think I'm going to do. Yeah, it's going to cost me 3 cog points to do this, but I want to get some damage on it. No, it's not in range. Okay, never mind. No point shooting this guy. He has a ton of energy resistance. What about this guy? He also has a lot of energy resistance. RB and the Chief Vibes voices. Yes, pretty much exactly the same. Probably exactly the same program, honestly. Okay, that's him dead. It cost me 3 cog points, but I think it was worth it. Okay, Mishaps is online, and we'll be chopping this guy up. 7 damage, got rid of 2 armor, but didn't kill him. Hello, TRM. Welcome to Hype Train Land. How are you doing? Was it 1 productive meeting and 1 stupid meeting, or was it a productive and stupid meeting? Because that is a big difference. One can be very frustrating. Oh, these Tri-Praetorians are going to be a big problem. Yeah, they're going to be a really big problem. Although, this is a great tank, actually. Scorpion is a fantastic tank. And maybe should give them a melee weapon because of the way they get attacked in close combat a lot. Alright, there's not a lot you can do. You've got your Mechadendrite. Can you get a... You can get a cognition point from here, so do that. Productive and stupid, as we've been talking about it for 6 months, never really thought about it. Okay, one of those. Yeah, I've been there. Will this work? Yes, it did. Nice. Infestus Mechadendrites are useful. Okay, let's shoot him with a Gamma Pistol. And then we're going to retreat to over here. I'm not going to use the level 2 one because I haven't got enough cognition points for it. Alright, we'll get the Rust Stalker to stab the guy. Not enough to kill him, but that's armor ignoring damage. Now we're back to Toasted Waffles. How much health does he have left? He has 3 health left. It's worth using Toasted Waffles to stab him. Okay, that's him down. That gets me back a cognition point. We now have access to our guns. If I shoot him with the arc pistol, it will also hit the other guy. That's fantastic. It'll do 1 damage to mishaps, but that's okay. Because that wipes both of these corpses out, which is a huge headache fixer for me. I'm going to bring Toasted up to here. And I'm going to get them to repair themselves with the last cognition point. Literally the most junior person in the meeting, and I'm having to try and manage it while talking people with bad design. Yeah, been there, done that, written the book, done it about 52 times. It's okay, I'm having to educate our entire staff on why they should use Microsoft Copilot instead of ChatGPT when using sensitive information. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to start shooting this thing. Oh, what a cool gun. That's the first time this guitar is fired, and I like it. Oh, and then the shield closed in front of his face. And Toasted Waffles is now stuck here on their own. And it's still spawning more enemies. If that Praetorian goes for Toasted Waffles, we're in big trouble. It didn't go for Toasted Waffles, thank goodness. They're all going after Scorpion, which is great, actually. Oh, a critical hit, though. I don't like that. Oh, so that's what the pylon does. Yes, the pylon is not nice. We do not like the pylon. We need less pylons, not more pylons. This map's pretty nasty. Not only does it have the pylon, it also has these turrets on this side here. Amazing. Let's drop all our secrets into a third-party AI. I totally want to steal it and regurgitate it later. Well, that's what I'm having to tell them, because they don't understand that. Okay, what are we going to do? We have to kill this Praetorian, we have to kill this Praetorian, which is the one that's going to activate next. The Cryptek's going to go next, and then this Praetorian. So this is the Praetorian I want to kill. So let's start...
Holy shit, a hype train just ended at 22%
Thank you very much, everybody,
through level 2, and
for the
had
level 2
2
hype
crazy
train. That was really
people
cool.
participating.
I think we have a new hype train leader, thanks to that. Okay, I can shoot him with the big gun. No, I can't shoot him with a big gun. All I can do is scan him with a servo skull. Let's scan this guy to get his stats. Okay. Big resistances. I'm gonna... Has he have armor? He does have tons of armor, so there's no point mechadendriting him. That's probably it for crash test. They indeed have the pylon while they're piling on my troops, yes. Okay, mishaps. I want you to kill this guy before he can act. We do have a shot, but he has 4 energy resistance. So why don't you shoot this guy, which you can't from here. Oops. Why don't we move you to here. Shoot him with your pistol. For 2 damage. Then we're going to move you into melee with this other one. And hopefully get you to kill it with your axe. Okay, and it was a crit, which is perfect, because it means that... So, Mr. Orb of Resurrection can't bring him back to life. Much coveted hype train conductor badge. Yes, you took. I think you just took that from Kartakuda Kashmir, unless you already had it. I can't remember if it was you or Kashmir that had it before. But now it is yours. I feel it in my bones. We have a bi-monthly meeting and the main speaker doesn't prepare at all. And 20% of his talk time is filler words and lip smacking. Ugh. Lip smacking is a word that doesn't even feel nice to say. Never mind experience. I feel for you. Oh, he's doing a waddle again. They just waddle backwards and forwards. I swear they're not actually a real unit. Right, I'm going to try and mechadendite this guy. Didn't do anything. I couldn't even knock him back anyway. I've got the servo skull. We'll grab a cognition point with it. And there's not much else that Scorpion can do, except I think they should heal themselves. That's 5 damage healed, and they'll heal another one at the end of their turn, putting them pretty much back to full health. So they're making a really good tank. Now, Toasted Waffles is in a lot of problems, just getting bombarded by these 2 Necron warriors. That was a crit. Okay, Sicarian Ruststalker, I don't want you to run past all of these turrets. I'm going to delay your turn. I'm going to move Toasted here. That gets me the Blackstone. Then I'm going to use a servo skull to grab a cognition point. Indeed, a wonderful world of business. Oh god, it's the same thing 9 months talking about foundation solutions only for the main plan to get offended. Yep. Because it's even better when they have like an ego, isn't it? On top of everything else. I'm gonna move Toasted here. We're going to use this to grab the other cognition point. We're then gonna oh, we can't repair themselves. That's frustrating. I'm gonna arc pistol everything up here. Oh, nice, big critical hits. And then I'm gonna Gauss Gamma pistol this as well. The idea, yeah. And that is everything they can do this turn, apart from hitting it with their axe as well. I mean, they could hit this with their axe. I think I'm gonna keep the cognition point. Okay, you need to come down here, and you need to shoot this guy for like 3 damage with your pew pew gun. Alright, let's get the Ruststalker in here. It can do some damage. 3 damage. Amazing. Okay, the shield is gone. We need to make use of that. These guys are getting so tanky. Now you're stuck on this side with us. Okay, I'm going to call in the servitor just to protect Toasted Waffles. Just in case. Oh, he can actually get into close combat. Let's put you here. And I don't think you're going to be able to do much damage because he has so much armor. But you can try. Oh, Toasted Waffles is really getting targeted. The Skid Vanguard is cheap, I hope. It's not. If it does a whole first battle of damage, that's it. It's actually the most expensive unit we have so far. It's more expensive than a Rust Stalker by 2 Blackstone. So far I'm not that impressed. Maybe the level 2 one is better, but the level 1 one... Oh, I made a weird pop noise in my mouth. The level 1 is not winning me any excitement awards. Let's get Crash Test to destroy this stupid pylon. Well, do their best to. So, Cognition Freedom. Then we'll do an Energy Enhancer. And then we'll hit it with the Volkite Blaster. 9 damage. We may be able to get it with the pistol, because the pistol has a buff. Okay, perfect. That is the end of that. I don't think there's anything they can grab with their scanner. They do not know one step at a time, slowly but steadily forward. No. That is not how business is done. Not these days, for sure. Okay. Mishaps is back in action. I'm going to wait for him to come out of there, so we're going to go this way with Mishaps. How much health does this guy have left? Okay, we need to get Mishaps into close combat, but that's my last cognition point. So that will just put it in close combat and not actually do anything. So instead we're going to take a shot. I can't shoot either of these guys, so we're just going to have to shoot this. The background guard does sound very cool. You are correct. I agree with you there. Alright. Next up, it is the Cryptek, who still hasn't really done anything. I'm just thinking. We need to get Scorpion to repair Toasted. That's a pretty big one this turn. If I stand here, they're going to get zapped. I'm also absolutely dreading the post-graduation corporate life now, by the way. Thanks, Phil. Oh, you should. Corporate is corporate, basically. Another day, another dollar. Yeah, it's not... The Cryptic hasn't done anything in 2 missions. We'll do a long-range repair. I don't think I've got anything else I can do with Scorpion right now. I don't want to shoot this. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. It sucks. Oh, there goes the servitor. He did his job. He took 2 hits. Okay, the Rust Stalker is live, but I still don't want to run past these. I'm just going to put it here for now. It's probably going to come back around next turn. Okay, Toasted, can you finish this thing off? It's got 9 health. I don't think you can. I think I'm going to get you to repair yourself. Only 2 hit points. That was a waste. But that's all you can do. Okay, the Vanguard also cannot make it. Can he at least get a shot? We can put him here for a shot. He's indeed cryptic in his ways. Oh god, he's landed next to Scorpion again. Please bully Scorpion. He can take it. Ooh, can Toasted... Yeah, Toasted will be okay. Toasted's going to retreat to this battery. Okay, Crash is up. Now, Crash has... we need 1 cognition point for Crash to be able to use the blaster. So let's grab this one back here. And I'm going to scan one and... I'm going to shoot this one and see what his stats are. You are the tank. We just have 2 tanks, basically. Okay, we can kill this one with a Volkite Blaster. It looks like maybe they lose their shield when the thing gets destroyed. Cool. And then, unfortunately, I can't finish him off this turn, but we can grab the cognition point. And that's good for Crash Test. Just reliable. So reliable. I can just put... I can put Mishaps here for 1... No, I can put Mishaps here for 1 cognition point. And they'll get a free attack on the enemy's turn. And I'll just grab a cognition point with their skull. I don't actually need to attack with them. But I can now because I've got a free cognition point, so I may as well. 5 damage is nice. And we can see his stats. Yeah, so they lose the shields when the column gets destroyed. That's really good to know. It's actually huge. Okay, he is now attackable, which is great. The Rust Stalker needs to kill this Cryptek, this fly guy, though. Oh, wait. That's an opportunity attack? Oh, I just moved Scorpion, not the... Oops, derp. Derp. That was big derps. Let's grab a cog point. Then we will repair themselves. And since they've already triggered an opportunity attack, we'll get them to move to here. And I'll get them to fire their gamma pistol. For 1 damage. Cute. And there's nothing else I think they can do, so we'll end the turn. Alright, this is the person I thought I was moving. 5 to 7 damage, that's really annoying. We're so close to killing him. Okay, now it's Toasted Waffle's turn. I'm going to get Toasted to move towards this. Actually, they can spend their turn to move to it. Because then they get the cog point back and they can repair themselves. And we'll get 3 cog points next turn, which is huge. Base troops are quite weak and Rusty Boys were out of the Heretic update, and yes, they're definitely more powerful than Vanguard. So maybe we need to get the Rusty Boys, is what you're telling me. Okay, you need to kill this robot, please. What is the bonus here? Plus 2 damage. So he's doing 6 to 8 damage on the turn where he has the Machine Spirit, which is a lot more. Although it only came through for 3 because of the armor. But that is him dead, which is great. Rusty Boys meaning Ruststalkers and Infiltrators. Gotcha. But we do have that DLC. We just need to beat that awful mission that we got wrecked on before. Which was a big deal, to be honest. That was a really hard one and a bit of a shock to the system. There's the free hit that I knew we were going to get, and that's them dead, which is great. So now we just need to kill this guy, and I can't shoot across here, which is really frustrating. Mission that never happened, indeed. That is the one to which I refer. Okay, we've got a shot with Crash Test here with the Volkite. We're going to take it. It does look really cool when you fire it at max range as well. Okay, start with this one. And then I'm just going to hit the other one with an axe just so that it is dead and we don't need to worry about it coming back. I want to get you to heal yourself, but I'm also very aware that Toasted needs a call point to heal. Yeah, we're just gonna save that for Toasted. Oh, don't run away. I don't have. Oh no, I can do the scanner. Yeah, I think it's a good shout giving everyone scanners, honestly. I think it's worked out really well. Now, I could use the Gamma Pistol for 4 to 6 damage. But I don't think I want to spend the cognition points to do that. I really need to get Toasted Waffles repaired. Now it's the Ruststalker's turn. We'll try and run him down. We won't get there in time. Now it's Toasted's turn, and the temptation to run after him down this corridor is very high. But I'm hyper aware of the fact that there are 3 turrets here, so that's not a good idea. No cog points to grab. I can't arc pistol him from here. I don't have enough energy for a Gloss Gamma. I think we just Curio Claw. And then we end the turn because the shield will go back up. Move this guy up. Okay, 3 cog points back. We need to deal with him this turn. I want to just finish off this bad guy though. I'm hoping the Crash Test can handle it, and we can just end this right now with a Volkite Blaster Shot. We'll use the Enhancer because we can. We'll also use Freedom because we can, and then we'll fire the Blaster. Got a lot of use of the Blaster in this mission. We definitely have a lot better economy. That's it over. We just won. That was a bit of a fight, but we got there. Whew. Good work, team. Well done. No threat remaining. Vanguard could have cleared the corpse. He could have, you're right. I was too busy because I could have shot then moved him. Alright. We've got one more room to clear, but we may as well do the glyph rooms considering the fact that... Oh, I can't move. I can. Considering the fact that this is going to take up anyway. Thank you, Kursame. I like tactical games like this where it's almost like a puzzle, but you have a lot of variables because you have your own guys and customized. Okay, this battle controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we can reap the rewards within. So we've got an O and we've got a sickle. Or possibly a almost Slaneshi symbol. You think 2 is good, says Crash Test. Alright, that's 3 votes for 2, so I guess that's where we're going. That is 3 hit points healed on a unit that didn't need healing, but excellent work. Let's move on to the last room of the mission. We've definitely got a decent amount of blackstone under this one, if nothing else. At least it wasn't bad. Oh god, we're surrounded. We are surrounded. And a Necron Warrior just spawned right next to us. Kill all enemies. Okay, but this is going to be a tough start. So we've got 2 acanthocytes over here. Warrior here, warrior here. Then we've got a Praetorian who's going to fly into us, and we've got a Cryptek. So I'm wondering if we move to the right and take this area over. Only 1 Praetorian. Yeah, it's the 2 acanthocytes I'm a bit worried about. I think if we come... Oh no, there's another Praetorian up here. There is another Praetorian up here. And there's also another warrior down here. I think if we maybe try and take and hold this area here, set up a bottleneck, because the other enemies, there's just too many of them. So I'm going to put Crash Test here, I'm going to put Toasted here, I'm going to put Mishaps here, and I'm going to put Scorpion... Oh, what was that noise? What was that? Did you hear that? Big bang. I don't know what that was. Oh, it was... What is this? Okay, I think it fell off my windowsill. Sorry about that. And then I think we're going to call in the Rust Stalker. And we're also going to call in the Vanguard so that we have our whole team at the start here. Okay, he zapped us for 4 damage. Necron's in my house. Now that would be scary. I don't think there's anything... I think Necrons are pretty scary. Pretty terrifying. That's an interesting move. Why did he move there? They have ranged attacks? Since when have they had ranged attacks? So they have melee and ranged attacks, and they can fly. Nobody told me. There's a laser shield behind me. Okay. That is a game changer. We're going to move Crash Test here. Do they have a... Wait. Do they have a shot from here? No, they don't. They have a shot from here, though. I love how the game's pulled out one of the best tracks for this suddenly extremely difficult fight. Hey, Rory 8, how's it going? Alright, what are your stats? Okay, you don't have any energy resistance. You are going down, my friend. The thud distracted you. Yeah, you did. So watch for laser walls. Thank you. Yeah, I see that now. The classic Warhammer method of bolting a gun to the end of your glaive so you can throw off the balance. Make it super unwieldy and break your gun as soon as you glaive something. But if you shot something first, was it worth it? Okay, we put the Cryptek in a crypt. That was terrible. He has been Crypteked. That's also terrible. But Crash Test is now a mana battery and a gun battery, which is great for us. Alright, yeah, Neil, it is. Is it a glaive and a pistol? You could have just had a glaive and a pistol. Alright, Mishaps, I need you to kill Stabby McShooty over here, because this is just rude. Phew. Okay, he's got energy resistance, but I don't think he's got... Oh, he did a crit too. I don't think he has much in the way... Well, he has no stab resistance, which is what you're going to hit him up with. You're too busy insulting his weapon choices. No, what you're going to do is show him a real weapon, which is the one that you're holding in your hand. I'm looking at what to do with your servo skull. There's absolutely nothing to collect points from. So for right now, you're going to hold on to your servo skull, and you're just going to hit this guy. 7 damage. He's got how many hit points left? 4. The problem with the Omnispecs is I have to pick a target, and I don't know who's going to attack Mishaps. So I'm going to hold on to the point. Yeah, they are indeed. Yes, you do have a thing that are different pieces. Okay. Mishaps is on how many hit points? 9. Yes, Mishaps needs healing. So let's move Scorpius here. Scorpion. So many questions to ask. And we'll do a big heal. 6 hit points is very nice. And then we're going to shoot this guy with the Gamma Pistol. Oh, we can finish him with the Mechadendrite. No, we could have finished him with the Mechadendrite if that had done 2 damage. But it only did 1 damage, so we can't finish him with the Mechadendrite. That's frustrating. I'm also going to heal the Ruststalker. Okay. That's us out of cock points now. That's fine. He can cleanse that, not a problem. Good work, Scorpion, taking the hit. Okay, you need to deal with this Necron Warrior. That's your job. Keep it out of the fight. I really like that attack animation. Okay, now it's time for Toasted Waffles. Toasted is going to plus 50% critical, plus 4 move, plus 1 damage. I'm going to get him to buff this guy and see if that makes him a little bit more useful. Now, Crash doesn't have energy resistance, but Scorpion does. Oh, they've both got energy resistance, though. Is that 2 or 4 loot consoles? Loot consoles, we have 1 loot console over here. And I think that's the only one. Oh no, there's 2 loot consoles. Hate them. The uses of this Vanguard to explain why there's so many Skitarii corpses in the event guards, at least. We'll make him more useful. I believe that we can do it. I'm just trying to work out what to do with Toasted right now. Oh my goodness, I can do something amazing with Toasted. I can do this. Yeah, I'm excited for the soundtrack too. It's by, if you like the soundtrack, Korosame, Ixion is a pretty good builder game in the same kind of theme as Frostpunk, but sci-fi style, and it's the same composer, which you may enjoy if you like this. I'm just gonna leave Toasted here, I think. I don't want to heal. I'm gonna leave Toasted where they are for the moment. Oh, Crash Test has a visitor. The Vanguard didn't even get to shoot. He was like, I'm gonna be useful, I'm gonna help. Ouch, Crash can't take hits like that. I streamed the whole game on the channel, and I really enjoyed it. It was a bit buggy towards the end, but there have been patches since. But I had a lot of fun with it. Pew, 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 pew. Yes, there's an accident. An incident has occurred in the hangar bay. Yeah, there's no release date yet for Mech 2, but it is available on Steam if you want to wishlist it. Oof. And I think it's good to let them cook. I'm glad that wall there is actually to stop more of these guys coming in. Oh, Crash Test. Oh, Crash Test, my Crash Test. Ixion is very difficult. I'm really happy I managed to finish it, but I had to exploit a bug to do it. Crash Test is in the biggest trouble. I'm going to delay their turn for now. Have faith. I was going to flamethrower, but there's no point flamethrowing now. You may as well axe this guy. Let's scan him. He has 10 health. Okay, hit him with the axe. 7 damage. It's pretty good, but that's all you can do. Oh wait, they don't get opportunity attacks, do they? So if I move you here, I'll be able to shoot it with Blast Pistol and kill it. Nice, and Scorpion can finish it off with a Mechadendrite. That means that Mishaps can now come over to help support Crash Test. They can finish their turn here. If only there was a way for me to get... Can I angle the flamethrower in a way that catches both of these guys but doesn't hit Crash Test? Crash Test, how do you feel about fire? Don't worry, I know about that corpse, but I appreciate you. The laser, my beautiful boy, baby stubby boy. Do you think you can survive a flamethrowing? Let's have a look. Yes, we can do it. We can't hit the corpse, unfortunately, but I can definitely get these guys. Nice work, Mishaps. That's one of them dead. Oh, he ragdolled. He had a horrible ragdolling situation. That was horrible. Necrons shouldn't move like that. And then what we'll do is we'll spend a cognition point to get next to you, and we'll spend another cognition point to repair you just to be safe. Nice, a big 4 heal. That's really good. Okay, Scorpion. Oh, you actually got critical hit. That's great. We need to do something about this corpse. You can't get in range, however. There's nothing you can do? Feels like Necrons shouldn't ragdoll full stop. Yeah, they probably mass half a ton each. We're going to move Scorpion here and just take a shot. They should indeed just collapse and thunk to the floor. Or fade away, which is thematic and appropriate. I need to remember that no one's going to be able to cross this next turn. Is there anything else I can do here? If you hit them with an anti-tank gun, yeah. Well, Crash Test is an anti-tank gun, and kind of so is that flamethrower. Oh yeah, you need to cleanse your acid. Nothing else I can do with you. Okay. Who do I have left? I've got the Vanguard, I've got Crash Test, and I've got Toasted. I think I'll be able to do something about this guy. So we'll send the the Infiltrator to attack, the Ruststalker to attack this guy. Okay, boom, big hit. I really like this unit. Necrons with Sky Ragdoll Physics, Dawn of War 3 style. Did Dawn of War 3 have terrible Ragdoll Physics on top of everything else being awful? Damn, that game was cursed. And we'll shoot him with the Arc Pistol. Okay, he is gone. Now, Toasted, your job is to come over here. Yeah, the Ruststalker is so good. The fact that its crit chance builds with every attack and just stacks and stacks and stacks means that eventually it is just critting. And I love that. Boo, cheater. It's okay, Toasted, you'll be fine. Ouch, 5 damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, the Vanguard is, because he's activating last, has nothing to do. Like, he can't get a shot on this guy. I mean, I'll move him over here so he can. But because he's last in the activation order, nothing's left by the time it comes around to his turn. I'm going to keep Crash Test here so they can absorb the points. Yeah, I remember I got early access to Dawn of War 3 through some Sega thing, and I played it for like 5 minutes. Oh my god. Scorpion and a Cryptek are in the Rumble Dome. I can't shoot through this, can I? No, I can't. What we'll do is we'll scan it. I guess I'm gonna end your turn. I'd like you to do something about this guy. Please. Well, that's him dead. Should be him dead? He survived that? How many hit points has he got left? He's got 1 hit point. Crash that. Mishaps, I'm disappointed. Try again. There you go. Destruction is the destiny of all Xenos. Okay. That's not too bad. Now, what are you going to do against this Cryptek? Well, you might as well shoot it. For 1 damage. Then you may as well do nothing else. You can get into close combat with it. And you can poke it with your Mechadendrite. And with your last point, you can do a long-range heal on Toasted. Alright. Fun fact, on level 7 of Awakening, Necron's reanimated immediately and crit is the only option. Wow. Well, let's not get to level 7 Awakening. I didn't realize it was on level 4, but yeah, I am. Which is just more Necrons, right? Okay, the Ruststalker cannot do anything this turn. If you Arc Pistol the thing, you'll kill the corpse. The Ruststalker needs some heals. Yeah, it does. How much health does that have left? 4. Let's just kill it with the axe. And then I don't have to worry about it anymore. The temperature has just abruptly dropped. It's lovely. I guess the heat has passed, but it feels really nice all of a sudden. Let's scan this guy just so we got his stats. We're actually about to clean this up. Long mission. This was taking a full hour. This mission. Anything else I need to do? No. 5 damage. Okay, that's quite a lot. I'd like to introduce you to a mech I have, to a tech priest I have called a crash test. Level 7 awakening, also known as Omnissiah. What the hell? Yeah, you're not gonna get me to swear by accident. At least that easily. Okay, crash test. Can you murder this robot? If I move you here, and just because you're the actually you're standing next to Scorpion, who could heal you. Let's do a cognition freedom. Then we'll do an energy enhancer. Then we'll blast him with a Volkite blaster. Which translated binary, of course. Nice, that's him dead. Good work, crash test. Alright, then we're going to spend a cognition point to move you to here. You're going to kill the corpse with your Mechadendrite. Really useful, that Mechadendrite. Use it quite a lot on this mission, on both of these characters. And then we're going to spend your last cognition point to get in scanning range of this console. Getting us a nice tasty. Also, how did this go down? Oh, because I destroyed the console, duh. That was a good move from Crash. Good turn from Crash Test. Alright, Mishaps is up. We can get into combat with Mishaps. Let's move them here. I'm keen to wrap this up quickly, so we're going to start spending Mechanicals. We're going to shoot him with a pistol, which will also reveal his stats. Oh, he is prime destruction material. We're going to move into close combat with him. I'm going to stand here so other people can shoot him. We're going to drop the Canonical of Blessings of the Omnissiah for 9 cognition points. We're going to hit him very hard and very fast. And kill him. Excellent. Now there's only this guy left. If I wanted to, I could try and one-shot him. To do that, I would move next to him. And then I would flamethrower him. And then he's forced to move. Yeah, the Vanguard is also very slow. I'm very disappointed with the Vanguard after all the work we did to obtain it. And now we will heal ourselves. And that is Crash Mishap's turn completed. I'm going to get... So who Crash Test has how much health? 11 health. But you can't get to Crash Test. In fact, you can't do any healing this turn, so we'll delay your turn for now. He's now going to move, you're going to get hit, and that's him dead. And that's the mission over. Cool. We're going to walk away with a lot of Blackstone here. Good work, team. We managed to get away with that at level 3. We could have killed the other console, but we didn't lose anybody, and I'm pretty happy with that. I think we did pretty well. Signs of a firefight cover this chamber, both Gauss fire and rad rifle shots. It's likely the Skitarii unit passed through this way, fighting a running battle with pursuing Necrons. Do we investigate the chamber? Thoroughly search the chamber for clues as to the unit's fate. Do we investigate the Skitarii? Examine the marks from rad rifle fire. Do we investigate the enemy? Examine the marks from the Gauss fire. What do you want us to pick? The radiation rifle gets +2 damage when it hits its machine spirit, but it takes 2 shots to do that. So every 3 shots it gets +2 damage. I still think the blast pistol is better. So that's 1 vote for investigate the chamber, 2 votes for investigate the Skitarii. So if you're new, 1, 2, or 3 in chat to vote. The first one that gets 3, which is going to be investigate the chamber. That's Tachyon, Kashmir Goat, and Citizen George voted for that. The cohort spends more time than they can really afford thoroughly scouring the chamber. They find little of note. Expect to confirm the Skitarii unit fell back under fire and is still to be found deeper in the town. Oh, T-Ram, thank you for the super chat. You're a legend. This is a wild stream.
Protects.
The Omnissiah does protect. Thank you very much. It's been a long time since I've heard that Welsh voice. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to click on that. That was me just touching the mouse. The Pharaoh surgeon has taken inventory of the bionics returned to her. She seemed excessively interested in the condition of the corpses. A natural curiosity for all matters fleshly, as I understand it. It is we hope she can parlay the data she gathered into making these bionics safe for widespread use among our Skitarii. I don't think I'll be volunteering for them. The Necrons are bad enough, but if we're to pick the most terrifying thing about Silver Tenebris, it would be Pharaoh surgeon Kelligex. She is on our side. A fact for which I am very grateful. Thank you, Tira, again. Okay, let's see how much money we walked away with. We're unfortunately spending quite a lot on repairs right now. We did kill a lot of Necrons, though. That was a long mission. Yeah, we did kill a lot of Necrons. We just did a success. $59 was exactly an hour. We walked away with 1,164. The combats were brutal, yeah. The next energy tech will break 6 energy armor. Interesting. Alright, let's level our cohort up. So I think we've all decided that we're not keen on the Skitarii Vanguard level 1. They're just not worth it right now. The Sicarian Ruststalker level 2 is amazing. And we'll maybe start taking the Infiltrator a bit more because they've got a little bit more useful. That a Vanguard Alpha 2? No, it's the only level 2 we've got, yes, Vanguard Alpha 2. So, I think it adds the target can't move until the end of its turn to its attacks, is the new thing it gets at level 2. Okay, cohort level ups. Scorpion is the first one I want to level up. I feel like they need something. They're not quite there yet. So we're going to have a look at a discipline upgrade for them. Well, the next discipline upgrade is getting them Benediction, which is restore all HP to all tech priests, or restore all HP to all troops. So that is an easy pickup. That's an easy 264. Just an amazing 264 spend on just heal everybody. Great. Very happy with that, Scorpion. Right. I'm going to drop the Gauss weapons. I don't think they're working for us. So what are we going to give them? We've got 3 equipment points to spend. And I want them to have something that really has an effect here. Yeah, we're going to start using them, I think. We're kind of lacking a little bit on interesting weapons. I keep wanting to go back to the double blast pistol, I'm not going to lie. There's also just the level 2 power axe. It's just good. I think we're going to give them a power axe. I think they tend to be attacked a lot. So I think it's worth giving them the power axe. We can give them 1 blast pistol as well, just for some ranged damage, and also again, just embracing that support role of they can fire every turn because it doesn't cost any cognition points, and they are also revealing enemy stats with the shots. I think that's fine. Okay, next up we've got Crash Test. Crash Test is in a great position right now. They are very powerful, but this is finally the level where we can get them Rites of Range. So Rites of Range is, if no melee weapon is equipped, gain +1 damage, +1 physical armor, +1 energy armor, +4 range for ranged weapons, and +15 critical hit chance. The item doing damage on weapon use is something that Mishaps has, and it's actually a talent. They have another talent that buffs their crit chance based on how much damage they've taken, so it's a little bit of a health gambling thing that they've got running on. We're going to grab this for Crash Test. I don't think anyone's going to argue with me that this is not an amazing upgrade. It's passive as well. Crash Test is now a monster of energy weapons. They also have another augmentation available. They don't have a lot of slots available, however. So I don't really know what to give them. The one thing we could probably think about right now is they're probably not going to be in range of a lot of enemies. So we could potentially drop the scanner. But what would we drop it for? Could we take a second energy enhancer? I mean... this just seems insane, right? Every 3 turns I get +2 energy damage. Now we could give them an axe. This feels pervasive. We could also give them a second Mechadendrite. And now they've got 2 stabby Mechadendrites that do nothing. We could also go with the Infestus Mechadendrite that has the saw, and maybe give them an Omnispecs as a backup. Oh, no, that's going to use up all their cog points. Okay, I can't do that. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be a Power Axe, just because, and we'll keep the Mechadendrite as... No, it's just going to have to be the Power Axe. Stabbing, shooting... No, I can't give them an axe, because that gets rid of the buff. Yeah, they can't. They cannot have a melee weapon. They cannot have a melee weapon. Not to boast, but I'm going to play some more Netrunner. Awesome, Toasted. I'm very jealous. Needs no... Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, everybody. I got there. It's fine. It's okay. We're not equipping anything. So that means that these 3 slots are basically dead slots. Unless, well... Because there's no other tentacles I can put in there. Well, I can put an Omnispecs in. We can give them an Omnispecs. No, Omnispecs doesn't go in those slots. Omnispecs only goes in the back slots. So yeah, we're just going to have to... We could swap out the Blast Pistol for a better weapon. The one reason that I quite like the Blast Pistol on you... yeah, everyone goes nuts. I love it. The one reason I quite... Actually, let's move chat right now, because chat's in a terrible position for this part of the game. One of the reasons I like the Blast Pistol on you is on any other character it does 1 to 2 damage. But you are a Dominus. So you already have +4 range on it. And you have... your Machine Spirit, it does an extra +2 damage on a Machine Spirit turn. And it gets buffed by the Energy Enhancers. And it gets +1 damage from the Rites of Range. So its base damage is actually 2 to 3. Then when it gets a Machine Spirit, it's doing 3 to 6. Then when I'm using the thing... So I actually think the Blast Pistol is not terrible on you. It would probably be replaced on another character. The other option is we do something like this. Right? I just give you another big gun. In fact... We could do this. It's also free. We could also do this. We wouldn't be able to fire both of them every turn. But there are cases where we would be able to fire both of them. We could also do this and give you the Arc Rifle as another option. The Arc Rifle requires 2 cog points to fire. I honestly think the Blast Pistol is fine for now. Artillery Crash Test. Crash Test is already artillery. Okay, I think we're fine with Crash Test. The only problem is I'm sad that we've got 2 MD augmentation points on you. We just need better equipment to give you. That's just the problem. We don't have better equipment to give you right now. Okay. I think we should leave the outpoints unspent, yes. Next up, we have Toasted Waffles. Toasted can now get reinforcements, which lets us call a troop in instantly anywhere on the map for 1 cog point. Again, ridiculously broken. The Arc Pistol on Crash is insane. The Arc Pistol doesn't use a cog point. The Arc Pistol doesn't use a cog point. Yeah, we're going to use the Arc Pistol on Crash. That's a great catch. I do need heavy range weapons. Okay, so Toasted Waffles can now summon any troop for 1 cog point anywhere on the map. Which is... I think we're going to really take advantage of that when we get our hands on robots. We have 1 cognition point free. I'm tempted to give them... I think I'm going to start giving people Mechadendrites. So we're going to give you an Infestus Mechadendrite, just so you've got an extra attack. They really don't do a lot, though. We need better guns. I basically didn't use your Gauss Gamma Pistol at all in the last battle, because the 2 cognition point cost was just too high. I didn't like it. I basically didn't use it. I use the Arc Pistol basically every turn, but I didn't use the Gauss Gamma. If it cost me 1, I would use it. I can put a Mechadendrite on Crash Test. Okay. Well, we might as well then. If this isn't going to take... We'll put the level 2 one on. If this isn't going to stop them from getting rights of range... No, it's because they can't have melee weapons. They cannot have a melee weapon equipped. And I'm not sure if the Mechadendrites count as a melee weapon. What I want to do with these 2 points on... This 1 point on Toasted Waffles. Do I have any decent 2-point weapons? The Volcate Blaster costs 2. The Power Axe costs 2. You've already got it equipped. The Flamethrower costs 2. The Arc Rifle costs 2. I think I might be just going to give you an Arc Rifle. So you're going to be our AoE cleanup person. For now. Okay. What about the Macro Stubber? What does it do again? Macro Stubber costs 1, does 2 to 4 physical damage. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the Macro Stubber. It does still leave us under, but Mechadendrite is a support weapon, not a melee weapon, so says Google. Well, we can give you a Mechadendrite. We can give Crash Test a Mechadendrite, and we'll notice if it's broken them or not. Because it would be nice for them to have. Okay, last but not least, we have Mishaps. Oh, we've got a bug. There we go. Fix itself. Now, Mishaps is still working their way down the trees. I would like to get them to the Ultimatum Resistor, which gives them a freely revive if they die. So we have to keep moving down. So do we want 20% crit chance at extra 2 movement, or do we want 3? I want 3 XP. There's not even a question there. So Mishaps has a new arm. So now you have double robot arms as well. Yeah, is that double robot arms? Double robot arms. I think you might be going full mech Mishaps. Now you don't have any tech points free, so you're fine. We've got 27 points left for another mission. Excellent. Let's get another mission picked. Is there anything new here? No. Kepler's new mission will unlock Skitarii Vanguard level 2, and the Omnispecs, which is a 75% chance to miss. Destroy a key reanimation chamber. Honestly, though, I would quite like to take on the Void Admiral. Turning him into Doc Hawk. Turning her into Doc Hawk. This gets us a Cognitus Flamer. It gets us the Energy Enhancer level 2, which just makes Crash Test a being to be feared. Alright, Godsvika, thank you very much for hanging out. Have a great day. It gets us Skitarii Ranger Alpha 2, and it gets us to kill Void Admiral Agrelek. And I think I think Mishaps would be able to tank them. Alternatively, if we don't want to do this, we can do Lock and Key and get our hands on a Plasma Culverin for Crash Test, which does 6 to 8 energy damage, which on Crash Test is like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something like 10 to 14 energy damage, and destroys armor in a line attack. And then we could go do the boss. It would indeed replace the Volkite. I think I want to do this. Yes, Mishaps, in a line. Yeah, but Tachyon, in a line. The other option, any plans for Ninja Stream on the weekend from Terran Victor? What do you mean, Demonicus? Like an extra stream? There is also the Zenorite Pattern Volkite Blaster, which does 6 to 8 energy damage to a target, and 1 to 2 energy damage to chain targets as another option, which on Crash Test would do a lot of damage, because that chained damage would be buffed by a lot of their things. So that would be base 2 to 3 energy damage, and then with the energy enhancers, that would be 4 to 5 energy damage on the chained targets, with the primary target taking 10 to 13 for only 3 cognition costs. That's the other option. It also gets us level 2 scanners, which aren't actually that useful because it doesn't get us an additional one. Crash has options, yes. So what are we thinking? Do we want the Volkite Blaster, or do we want to get the Plasma Culverin? Man of Iron says Plasma Culverin. First one to get 3 votes is the one we go for. Plasma Culverin or thingy. Yeah, I mean extra stream or against stream weekends. The problem is I've got other stuff on the stream on the weekends, Demonicus. Basically, like for instance, this weekend I'm away all day Saturday. I'm going to a book fair, and then on Sunday I want to record, and then I want to do Elden Ring. That's 2 for Culverin, 3 for Culverin. Okay, we're going Culverin. So, Tech Acquisitor Scaevola needs a key to the artifact she recovered earlier. This key is in possession of a senior Necron in the Tomb of Agrelek. Find the key that will unlock the artifact's power. This doesn't sound like it's going to go horribly wrong. Okay, we're going to bring a Rust Stalker. We're going to bring a Taser Boy. No, we don't have a Blackstone for the Taser Boy. We're just going to have to bring 3 servitors as well, unfortunately. Or we don't bring the Rust Stalker, and we bring a Ranger and a Thingy Boy. Oh, hey Tachyon, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Have a great day, morning, noon, night, etc. I'll catch you soon. Heretic Volkite will be a green line gun. Cover might look really cool, and I'm very much a style of a substance would give strategic advice. Also, the line seems really good, yes. Okay, are we happy with our mechanicals? I think we're happy with our mechanicals. I'm just thinking if there's anything else I need to do. So the Skitarii Ranger Alpha is not as good as the Rust Stalker, but it's still good. And then this guy seems to be very, very good. In fact, why don't we just take 2 of him? We're going to take 2 Taser Boys. Okay, let's go. Artifact research ceased. Obstruction can be overcome, defeated, or conquered. That you have brought this to my attention suggests overcoming it requires my help. Crash has extra movement. Crash has tons of movement. Crash is almost as fast as you are. Artifact requires key. If possesses key equals true, research continues. Skitarii Intelligence Report Summary suggests key is in possession of a lieutenant of Lord Agrelek, who must be hunted down and killed by a tech priest so you can get this key. Magos, your wisdom is infinite. This isn't heretic at all. Oh, that's slightly over. Target war form location determined. Heavy defenses equal likely. What does this artifact of yours even do, Tech Inquisitor? Things the boss at the start with 50 HP. No, it's something else. Alright, TRM, have a good luck in your meeting. Okay, but we can always be faster. If that knowledge possessed, specialist tech priests are necessary. Is it worth the effort if this artifact can give us an edge and complete our mission here? Are you ready to support the tech priest advance, Kepra? I am, Magos. Expect the next one's to react poorly to a second round of ransacking. Okay, where are we? Over here. I want to do this mission fast, but then there is this. I want the Blackstone. Yeah, we're going to go after the Blackstone. I made it tech priest consider USB-C to be heresy. Oh, there's a second mission over here as well. The huge mural depicts the artifact from Argolek's tomb, and the ring-shaped object must be the key. Scaevola wishes to acquire. The back of the mission is a large set of doors or gates, perhaps symbolic or perhaps real. Do we disfigure, ritually deface the mural? The works of the alien must be liberated in the name of the Omnissiah. Do we destroy, break through the mural? The doors must indicate there's something behind it. Or do we document? Take pick grabs of the mural. Scaevola might be able to make something of it. Well, that's already 3 votes for 3, so we're going with document. The mural's image is sent to the case's Metallicum. In the process of examining it, the corruptive malice with which it was created takes its toll on the minds of the cohort, who are left shaken by a sense of an ethereal alien presence. That's us up already high on the awakening level. Okay. Considering we've got 2 fights to complete in this temple, and it is quite late, I'm going to speedrun this mission. How many floppy disks does it take to copy a tech priest's personality? Well, the question there, mishaps, are we talking 3.5 inch, 5 1/4, or what were they again? 10, 11, and 11 and well, basically an 11-inch floppy. Have you ever seen an 11-inch floppy? I have. Warning: our presence has been detected. Glyph. The panel controls room. So we've got a Slaneshi symbol kind of growing, or we've got a big O. What are we going to go with? My old computer science teacher used to have an 11-inch floppy that he would bring out to show everybody. And I used to use 5 1/4-inch floppies on my first computer. So on this morning, nice. I'm 23, we'd like to know what floppy disk is. I think there was something humble brag from first there. Okay, we're gonna go for 1 by the looks of it. That's 3 HP healed on one of our guys who isn't hurt. That's not a bad outcome. I'm happy with that. Tech Priest even compatible floppy disks. There'll be a bio implant that lets make some compatible floppy disks. It's tape drives that they really need to have. Okay, scan or destroy. That's all we need to do. Huh. All right, what are we looking at? We've got 2 dudes in the middle. We've got Praetorians. We've got a Praetorian over here. Warrior, and that's it so far. But I'm going to see 11-inch floppies carried in a dedicated servitor. Yes, the floppy servitor. Oh god, the floppy servitor. Did I just say that? Oh, I just make it bad for myself, don't I? I'm my own worst enemy. Actually, mishaps. Yeah, that's fine. And then Scorpion can go in the back. Start battle. We'll delay Scorpion's turn. Windows Vista. Can you imagine if a tech priest got their hands on Windows Vista? Jeez, that would be a nightmare. Alright, can we shoot from here? No, we can't. So stop here. Take the shot, mishaps. Move the lungs into a backpack. Slip the floppies between the libs. Yes. Who needs lungs? Anyway, just put a fan in there. She need a little laptop fan. Oh dear. Listen to an old man. My first floppy was 8 inches on a PDP-11. We programmed both Fortran and Pascal on that bad boy. If you know Fortran, I've got a feeling that you might be very much like highly sought after these days to work in banks. I've got a feeling that it is banks that want Fortran programmers, because all of their old database services are programmed in Fortran and nobody knows how to maintain it. We're gonna stab this guy. 7 damage, not bad. God, you have a lot of health now, mishaps. Okay, that's all we can do with you this turn. And of course they go for our priest, our healing priest. I've heard of Fortran being using geoscience programming too. I know we still use COBOL. All the equipment is in COBOL. Right, it's COBOL. I can program, I am not a programmer. Crash. I would like to kill this guy. No, we should probably finish this guy off, shouldn't we? let's see how high the damage you can do gets. So we're going to use Cognition Freedom. Then we're going to use an Energy Enhancer. Then we're going to use an Energy Enhancer. Then we're going to scan this guy so we can see how much damage we do. He currently has 12 hit points. Are we ready? Unleash the Beast. Oh, that's very disappointing for 6 damage. That's because he's got 4 energy shield. I didn't notice that. Oh, that's right. Crash has the pistol of bouncing shots. Well, everybody here has energy resistance, so you may as well take this shot. Oh, that's right. It's buffed. I just absolutely wrecked the team. Oops. Sorry, everybody. And then we'll just use the Mechadendrite on him for 2 damage. Sorry, everybody. I just absolutely ruined you with Crash Test Area Effect Weapon. So yes, Crash Test Area Effect Weapon is very effective against the team. Not so much against the aliens that have energy resistance. They can tank it when fully buffed Crash is firing her AoE gun. Perhaps Express is so good now it's potent and we have a few... Yes. That was a big oops. Okay? We made an oops. These oopses will happen. It's not the end of the world. We'll repair our... actually, we'll let them repair themselves because they're better at repairing. We'll grab cog points from over here. I will fire the arc pistol at this guy here because we don't need to worry about... Oh, it's not going to do any damage. We'll fire the macro stubber though and kill this guy. Oh, the macro stubber is awesome. Did you see how cool that animation was? And then what I'll do is I'll move Toasted in here. Oh god, here we go again. Spawn a guy. Oh, yes, we should spawn a guy. Reinforcements. Reinforcements are... Oh no, I thought it said reinforcements are disabled. Is this real? I can spawn them anywhere on the map. Just like that. Yeah, it does do physical damage. Sorry, I'm floored by what this ability has just given me access to. Can I spawn more? No, I can't. No, I can only spawn one troop. Okay. Hi. Hello. I have arrived, and I'm next in the initiative order. How are you doing? It's incredibly strong. Probably one of the gun skip guys does this physical damage. Yeah, it probably does. I don't have anyone I can suck juice out of it, do I? No. Nothing else I can redo. I mean, I could give an attack order. No, they have to be in range, I think. Yeah. They have to be in range to give the attack order. I can command fire if I'm in range. Right. So this should bounce to both of these guys. It will also hit the console. And actually, if I move him here, I don't care about the opportunity attack from a Necron Warrior. He absorbed the damage. That means that I should get an opportunity attack on both of these guys if they move, and their movement has been held. So they can't do anything because they're in melee, so they can't make range attacks. Mishaps, did you just do 2 melee damage to this guy? Because that's... Oh, he's a destroyer. I thought he was a Necron Warrior. Rip. Oops. Making some mistakes here, team. Making some mistakes here. Okay. Scorpion. We have one mech tech point. Let's grab another one with your skull. How much damage has this guy got on him? 9. You're probably not going to be able to kill him this turn. Do I think we're going to spend a cog... Oh my god. This is just one cog point to heal everybody to full health. Be best. I will heal everybody. Thank you. I think I just broke the game. That's going to do 0 damage. But we can get in and hit him with the axe. And we'll hit him with the Mechadendrite as well. It only has a 3-turn cooldown. That's why I was like, this is broken. I thought it was a once per mission thing. No. 3-turn cooldown, heal the whole team. It's kind of counterproductive with how Mishaps works. But I don't think it's actually going to be too bad. Yeah, I'm not going to spend points to summon people like this. No. Toasted Waffles will do it. That's the end of him. I'm going to give Mechadendrite his corpse to take it out of action. Oh, yeah. Yes, and that means that there will be horrifying enemies later. That is what it is telling me. Okay, can we please kill this destroyer who is making my life a bit of a misery? And that explains why he took so much damage last turn. He didn't take any damage last turn, sorry. He has 3 melee armor. Sorry about the hiccups. We're still coming with a hit because this will cleave some of the armor off him. And that's me out of actions this turn. For your opportunity attack, thank you very much. Still let him move, which is annoying. Good opportunity attack. We won't get an opportunity attack against the other one either. So we're going to have to heal that Skitari. I've got a feeling their damage is unfortunately very low. Let's put... Can Crash get to here? We don't have any cognition points, so they can't. I actually have a problem. I can't use the arc pistol because it'll do 3 damage to mishaps. But if we come here, we can arc pistol these guys. Yeah, it didn't chain. I guess that makes some sense. This is going to do 2 damage to the Skitari if I shoot these guys. I don't want to do 2 damage. Yeah, I think the arc pistol on Crash Test is a mistake. That's true, you did have 20 HP, but it's too late. I've already ended the turn. I was concerned. I was worried about your... God, Toasted needs a speed boost. Yeah, I don't really want to spend the cognition point to get up. There's nobody in range. Okay, we're just going to end your turn. Alright, you're on 6 life. Let's... I don't think I can chain to both of them anymore. So we will... go to here. Oh, we'll chain to both of them. Excellent. Still hasn't killed either of them, which is interesting. Oh, the immobilize is an ability that he has. Okay. And it's a melee ability too. That adds damage to a whole cluster of enemies is amazing. Damage to me helps me do things. Yes, you're right. And I do have a lot of ways to kill people. Come on, Missaps. Finish this guy off. He's causing me a lot of problems. Still not dead. That's annoying. How much health does he have left? He's going to shoot the team down here. He's going to shoot you. And Crash Test. Oh no, whatever will we do? The arc pistol Crash is going to say you should plan for better. Yes. Speaking of which, here are some more enemies. Triac Praetorian, annoying. More. We've also got a Triac Praetorian. Okay. 2 Triac Praetorians at this stage of the battle is not what I wanted to see. I'm not going to bring anyone in right now. Okay, Scorpion is up. They could potentially finish this guy off. If we're lucky, they can do it with a blast pistol. No, they're not going to do enough damage with the blast pistol. Okay, I'm going to try and go for a Mechadendrite kill. Sometimes it seems to get through armor. Okay, de-absorb the damage. That's annoying. Then we'll just come in and finish him with the axe. Because Necrons have a sense of the drama, and that's what they want to build up when they're coming out. Okay, that was a badly timed turn. I should have done the other way around, and I wouldn't have had to waste an action on... I could have killed his corpse, basically. The Necron would never have killed him. One of those tech priests gets more powerful when they take damage, though, Crash Test. But yeah, we have to be careful with it. Basically, is what I should be thinking. We could get... Yeah, we're going to run down here and we're going to get this guy in melee. Can we shoot him from here? No, so we can shoot him from here. True, but both Mechanicus can tank 3 damage with a mission. First one probably gives us a bit more energy armor. Yes. Oh, 4 energy armor. That's just rude. That is absolute rudeness. Well, how is your axe armor? In that case, my friend. Just grabbing that cognition point. You just heal the entire team. Yeah, they can indeed just go, okay, everyone's healed now. 7 damage is good. 7 damage is very good. There's not much else I can do with you right now. I'm not going to get you to heal yourself because next turn we can do the big heal. Skatari is in trouble. Skatari is in trouble. He's doing a good job though. Go on, what I'm finding is this guy must not be doing very much damage because he's hit these Necron warriors 3 times and he's hit this one twice with opportunity attacks and he still hasn't killed them. Which is telling me that he's not doing very much damage at all. Yeah, I do need a 3rd gun. I need a gun Mechadendrite. I'm going to try and do something here. It might be really stupid. We're going to use the Mechadendrite on this guy. I was hoping that would kill him. We'll use the arc pistol, though, on these 2. Ugh, damn, it's going to hit this Skatari and kill him. Ugh, I don't want to kill this Skatari. I really don't want to kill this Skatari. I don't really want to kill that corpse either. I'm just going to have to kill this Skatari. Sorry, Skatari. Oh, I could have shot the further Necron, you're right. Instead, I sacrificed a guy I didn't need to. I'm getting tired. I'm making mistakes. We'll not do that again. Oh look, we have to kill all enemies. Who would have seen that coming? Let's get rid of this corpse. Yeah, you're right. I could have shot the other Necron. I made a really stupid mistake there. Thank you for pointing it out. Force is really EP. Yeah, it's been a long week. It has been a long week. Okay, 1 energy, 1 armor health. Let's hit him with the axe. 6 damage, nice. And then we'll push him away from us. And then we'll start shooting him. So we'll hit him with the macro stubber first. I was laughing at Mishap's comment, and then we'll zap him as well. That'll just 0 damage. Oh, it was free to fire anyway. Alright, that's the end of your turn for now. Unfortunately, they can just leave Mishaps. Oh, I'm gonna blow the crash test. At least crash test can just knock them away. Okay, new round. We're almost done with this mission. There's only 2 enemies left to kill. First things first, let's just heal everybody. No, yeah, let's just heal everybody. Okay, let's everyone back to full health. That's a great start. I can't pick up any cognition points, but we could come in. We'll shoot this guy with this first for 1 to 2 damage, and then we'll come in and hit with the axe. Nice. Oh, wow. That was another crazy ragdoll. Scorpion's been putting off the crazy ragdolls. Alright, that's the end of their turn. Mishaps doesn't really have anything to do this turn. Grab the cognition points for me. Down to crash test. So I want crash test to Mechadendrite you. I'm really glad we gave crash test a new Mechadendrite because it makes a big difference. Then we'll do this. It does look, he was already dead. His augments were keeping him alive for a second, but he had actually died. You just couldn't see it. Actually, so the arc pistol, when fully charged, with the 2 energy enhancers, does 7 to 8 damage and then arcs to do 7 damage with a 25% crit rate for no conk points spent at all on a 3-turn cooldown, which is pretty crazy. And that's it, mission complete. Yeah, that's nuts toasted. Just be careful with it. I'm sorry that we lost a friend. A statue of Agrilex's lieutenant stands at a junction in the passageway ahead. It points in one direction, as if indicating the way. Do we mistrust? Go in the direction it is not pointing to. Do we follow? Go in the direction that it is pointing? Or do we forsake? Find another route entirely? This is obviously a trap. What are you going to pick? I'm just having a look at something. Is this a good track for us working out what we're going to vote for? Okay, we've got 1 vote for everything. Okay, we've got 3 votes for 2. We're going to follow. Thanks, everybody. Passageway terminates in a small chapel covered in images of the lieutenant, evidently a sort of shrine or monument to this particular Necron. The unwholesomeness of such a place is countered by the wealth of information about the Necron and his deeds, which can be relayed to the Casus Metallicon for study. This is for another 59. Okay. It's getting late. Do I want to start this last battle with 15 minutes left? We'd have to go quick to get through it. But it might just be a boss battle. Okay, we've got a single port. Do we want... Nintendo's legs are shaking. This is here. Maybe I should use Nintendo music. Should we do the axe or the... what are we calling the Slaneshi symbol all stream, even though it looks nothing like a Slaneshi symbol? What do people want? That's 1 vote for 2. Ye have little faith in the Omnissiah. That's 2 votes for 2. We're going to go with that. That's a heal on someone who hasn't been injured, but not a bad end. Push all the buttons. I wish I could. Necrons reanimate 1 turn faster. This region of the tomb was used to inter Agrolex's lieutenant. Images of his glowing, stylized mask glared down from everywhere. Perhaps there was some information on this Xenos to be gleaned, or perhaps it is more important to proceed on mission with all haste. Do we proceed with aversion? Keep moving. Do not pause to seek out information that may be useless or even harmful. Do we exterminate? Fully examine the monuments to this Necron leader? Or do we overview? Give the monuments a cursory examination without sacrificing too much time. Really? Saps, that's really funny. I actually met somebody with a Slaneshi symbol recently. I tattooed on them. Which raised some alarm bells. That's 2 votes for 2. We need 1 more. 3 votes for 2. Thanks GPVR86. That's Kashmir Goat, Dominicus, and GPVR. We're going to exterminate. Target Warform Profile. Ultima the Ill-Tempered. Speculation. Enforcer on the crews of Lord Akrala's fleets. That got us a lot of black. Wow. That's over 100 Blackstone. Though the court's efforts to publish the monuments alert the Necrons to their presence, they also turn up not only clear picked grabs of their inscriptions, but also decorative materials that can be repurposed into semiconductors and other components. Yes, you're right. I would be less concerned about a Slaneshi tattoo than a Ruka tattoo, 100%. Okay, last mission. Let's see if we can get through this in 10 minutes, because I'm really tired and I want to end the stream, but I don't want to do it mid-mission. I'm hoping it's like a boss fight and we don't have a lot of enemies to deal with. It looks really complicated. Oh, it's a huge mission. With the Necron Lord. Lord proximity confirmed. Load data. Detecting large anti-void forces from this form. Frustrating signal interference. This is a form we wish we had never uncovered. Do not underestimate. High life form intellect. Gargantuan cognitive data. Lords are masters of strategy. They have ruined many offensive attempts. Revert to defensive stance while we wait for more data to be collected. No, not peak of Necron hierarchy. Have instinct for more deadly forms. This form is a threat still. Ensure execution early in tomb exploration to increase chances of optimal victory. Concerning indeed, but good advice, Captrix. My emotional receptors are pleased you're on this mission. No need for pleasing. Hunt is only emotion. Okay, this is a very big mission. I don't think I'm going to get this finished in 10 minutes. This is a big story level engagement. This is probably start of the next stream level, especially because we have a Necron Lord we haven't dealt with before. I believe I can save. Let me just set my starting setup up. I want Crash Test in the front, then I want Toppy just got up as well. Then we want Scorpion in the back, and then we want Toasted Waffles here. You can tell the dangerous because they've got the really big pauldrons, yes. And we've got more spawns coming in as well. Another Necron Warrior. Does this game touch Twitch integration integrity? No, unfortunately there's no Twitch integration. So I'm going to... Yeah, okay. It looks like a 40-minute battle. Yeah, I think this is next stream's main battle. So I'm going to save the game here. and we're going to restart next week with this stream. I don't want to get into a 40-minute battle when it's this late at night and I work in the morning. So apologies for ending the stream a little bit early. I'm not going to log off straight away, but I am just going to get the game saved and everything. We're gonna end here because I need to be awake for this. I need to be really awake. So this is stream 6. Wow, this is stream 6. That's crazy. Of this game. I didn't realize we've been streaming it for this long. We're about halfway through the campaign, I think. But I am tired. You can tell that I'm tired and I'm making mistakes. So I think it's good for me to come at this, you know, properly awake. So I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in. I would like to thank Kathakuda for the gifted sub, Kashmir Good for the resub, ArcCA for the resub, Kashmir Good for the bits, and T-Run for the super chat. You're all legends, as always, as I say. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. I hope you all have a great day or noon or night, etc. I'm working on some stuff that I do want to upload to the channel. I know YouTube's been quite quiet recently apart from the stream VODs, but I do have stuff in the works. I will catch you all later. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Ciao for now.